Good afternoon, my marvellous minders, if that's even a thing. I wanted to share a video. This is the first of several videos I'm recording today, actually, but I wanted to record a video exactly about how our marvellous minds work, and I wanted to do it fresh off the back of a recent experience. Whilst it's still there and while I can still feel it, because if there's one thing I know for sure is our marvellous mind moves us on from difficult experiences as quickly as is possible. Our objective is always a feeling of safety, and so I wanted to record this now. So today I wasn't feeling brilliant, and there are a couple of reasons for that. And I had an appointment at the doctor's just to check things out. So over the weekend, I found a lump. And I'm a fairly rational person, and I was not overtly and openly concerned, but I knew that as soon as Monday morning came, I'd be on the phone to get an appointment just to get it checked out. And I often talk about the signals of our life, the signals that we receive. If you think about my model, the connection pyramid, the 3 levels of well-being start with your body, your physical well-being at the bottom, emotional well-being and environmental well-being. These tend to be the principal areas that send signals to alert us to a need for attention or change or something other than what is going on at the moment. And so for me, obviously, this was a physical signal, and so the practicalities came out, and I knew that I'd booked the appointment, and I did that, and I moved my workarounds to accommodate that. Now, the thing is that I was not feeling great anyway. But would I have been feeling better had I not had that experience of finding a lump over the weekend? As soon as I noticed it, I also started to notice all of the things that aligned with having a lump. You know, energy, aches, pains, tiredness. You know, this is how your marvellous mind works. Everything suddenly came into focus in terms of what could be causing this. What else is wrong as well as this physical symptom that I've noticed. And therein lie a whole ream of other signals. Because if I felt that I had been looking after myself, if I had been doing all of the things with my well-being in mind, would my focus have been so acutely on some of those areas? What am I drinking? What am I eating? How am I sleeping? And how am I feeling as a result? That feeds into the tangible physical signal of finding a lump. So let me just say, they're not concerned, and neither am I. However, what I am taking from that experience is that there are elements of my life that are not in accordance with my values and the way that I want to live and what I want to achieve. And so that experience for me is a signal to address that, to look at all of those things that I noticed about lifestyle, about how I am feeling emotionally and physically, and actually environmentally as well, the people, the places, the things. And just look at the bigger picture of that one small little event and go, okay, well, what can I do about it? Because I am assured from my personal experience, from my work, from, you know, my philosophy for life and how we can untangle the tangle of our minds, right? It's like this warren of one thought leading to another thought, leading to another thought, and we can get ourselves in such a pickle. So, you know, off the back of that one experience, the message, the signal that came through is there are things that you need to address, Lynn. You would not have felt in that way or been concerned in that way had you been at peace with the choices that you have been making of late. So this is the nature of our marvellous mind. And let me just give you a like for like, you know, this is how our belief system works. When we think of our limiting beliefs, if there is a limiting belief there that says, you're not good enough for this, you're not going to be able to do that, this is too hard. Because that belief is there, your marvellous mind will seek out all of the evidence that aligns with it, just like my marvellous mind sought out the evidence that aligned with the worry of the lump. It's something that, when paid attention to, when we train ourselves into awareness, which is essentially my role, is to help you to see and notice the patterns of you, of your day, of your experience, then that's where you take the control. Then that's where you find the peace. Then that's where you're back in the driving seat and making those choices. So just notice for you, if you pick out your dominant focus in your day, you know, at the end of the day, what is it that's been at the forefront of your mind? What stresses, what worries, what anxieties? That is the signal that will lead you to the source that needs to change. I'd love your thoughts on this. So let me just be clear, I am fine. But our marvellous minds will catastrophize because it's a safety net. If you think of all of the things that could possibly go wrong relating to this thing that's going on for you, forewarned is forearmed. That's why our minds work in that way. That's why my mind was already thinking of all of the things that might happen that then would lead to something else, that's something else, something else, something else. It's a safety switch, but you don't have to live like it or through it, and you get to read the signals in a way that is constructive and peaceful and puts you in charge of your experiences.